with NIIT and bringing on board their quality management systems and their program. We were the leading computing training provider in the country.
The original Botho University campus was in rented premises in the city center.
One room, one tutor, and a very different type of student. Young people wanting to get into technology, plus also those who are working, who wanted to now start using computers.
One of the biggest challenges what we have faced as private sector when I first came into the sector in 2003 was to get away from the image of fly-by-night operators. Education is something which is associated with an individual for a lifetime, and certainly they would be looking at institutions which are there, which is going to last more than their lifetime so that they can be associated with. The next biggest challenge faced by us had been the quality. There is always a perception that the education provided by private education providers does not have enough content, enough depth, enough quality to meet the industry requirement. And there was no benchmarking much to do in this country because private education was at its infancy stage, and we didn't have what we call matured private institution with whom you can benchmark. And there were only the big public institutions. But the other way in order to make sure that we meet that particular criteria is to get ourselves registered with the regulatory board. And the only regulatory body which was available at that period of time had been BOTA, Botswana Training Authority.
We developed a quality assurance system with aspects such as registration and accreditation of institutions and programs, and all this was meant to improve the quality of education and training in Botswana.
Around early 2007, we started welcoming the traditional students because government funding was now available to students to study at a private institution of higher education.
From being the leading vocational training provider in the country, we became the leading private higher education provider in the country.
There have been numerous international partners. We had partnership with the University of Sunderland in the UK, with the UK Open University, with the University of Teesside in UK. And all these partnerships, I think, laid a very rich foundation of sound and rigorous pedagogy.
We also looked beyond computing. So we started to diversify our offerings and went into accounting, business, and soon further into health education and so on. And during this strategy period, we became Botho College because we had gone beyond computing. We were now awarding our own qualifications. So that was a very critical strategy period.
In 2013, while I was still the CEO, they were the first to acquire the university status.
I'm glad to see that we are now in the process of bringing PhD programs in some disciplines, in fact. I should also share it here that, we had, in fact, finished the validation visit for our first PhD program.
We believed that if we deliver in small classrooms, we give the student a more real-time experience that would then make them more employable. So we built an internship into every single program we delivered, regardless of the discipline. We also built in entrepreneurship training.
Organoitis was actually born when I was still a student at Botho University. After suffering acne, I decided to solve it out, and also because I was a guinea pig to the many unsolicited advice from the community. So I formulated much of it within my dormitory room. And my first customers, I remember, was my statistics lecturer as well as my economics lecturer. So I think that literally gives you an idea of the kind of people that are within the Botho University community.
The quality of their programs has attracted students even from the region, both coming here as much as being embraced in Lesotho, Swaziland, and Namibia.
All the Botho University programs have an inbuilt Botho graduate profile, which is an internship curriculum where the students will be taught the career traits, personal traits, and social traits. As part of 25th year celebration, Botho University has identified 3 schools in Manzini region to do the book donation as part of this year's celebrations.
We started operating in Windhoek at Osman Platz, and we found that the students had problems to apply to our institution, basically because students that don't have accommodation in Windhoek, they find it difficult to live in Windhoek. And since most of the students were coming from this part of the country, we took a deliberate decision to say, okay, let's relocate to the north. We settled in Ongwediva. We brought education to the people, to the communities, and we find that we are making a difference here. Our numbers have increased. The more we are operating in the north, the more students we are likely to attract in the coming years. So as Boto, we have a policy of being transparent, being honest, being compliant to all the regulatory requirements.
Our first step into Ghana in Western Africa really means that Boto University is becoming an African university.
What we're having to do is, as we're in those countries, we are trying to replicate what we've been able to do in Botswana in those countries. I'm very excited to be able to say that we are, in those last stages of developing a campus in Lesotho. It's going to be extremely beautiful campus, given that Lesotho is very different from Botswana. Lesotho is a mountain country, and the campus is built on a hill. So it's building in very different environments with very different requirements, right? Lesotho is also generally a colder country than it is here in Botswana. So exciting with that prospect of developing the campus over the next couple of years.
In fact, very soon we shall be doing a groundbreaking ceremony in Maseru, soon after our 25th anniversary main event.
The campus that we're sitting in right now, it was a dream 16 years ago. When the challenge was thrown down to say, no, now we need to build real academic infrastructure that's suitable for our students and the requirements they have and for our staff and everybody else, the dream started that 16 years ago, right? And it was really to build a place that was going to be efficient, effective, have a life, and be kind of timeless, because universities are not here for 10 or 15 or 20 years. Universities are here for lifetimes.
So we started this as a university in Botswana, Lesotho, and on the cloud. And now we're a university with a footprint in 5 countries, continuing to grow aggressively in distance learning, where we are looking at offering access to top quality education at an affordable rate.
Both the university, as you are aware, had already given tablets or devices to our students. And we had all this learning management system like Blackboard, which we have been using extensively even for our campus learning student. All our teachers have gone through the pedagogy of how to teach in an online mode. With all these things coming into place, we thought perhaps we should now expand our operations and also reach out for students who are not able to come into campus deliver. That is when we started our blended and distance learning campus.
Our focus on technology and use of technology has always been there. The investment we have made in technology, really, we are very proud of how much of technology we use in our day-to-day life. But here again, we have now, this is ongoing as we speak, subjected ourselves to the D4TEP project, which is Digital Transformation for Higher Education project by the IFC in partnership with Deloitte. We hope that this then digitally transforms Boto University going into the future. This adoption of technology and all the investment that we made in technology helped us sail through the pandemic.
The COVID-19 pandemic is not a scenario anybody could have predicted. It was definitely a scenario that had got us thinking quite innovatively and creative how we could continue to operate during these kind of scenarios. However, being a technology-based institution laid, I think, a lot of that foundation for what we could then lay on with our own creativity. As an institution, we could move from in-class learning to online learning overnight. That was extraordinary. And for an institution from Botswana in this part of the world, We got accolades and appreciation from institutions around the world of how did you manage to do this. A lot of efforts were made to see how can we make access to mobile internet, other forms of data, even for staff, more affordable or accessible, right? So that the students could connect with the university still.
And one of the main things what we have done is to subject ourselves to our ISO standards. Botswana Bureau of Standards is the custodian of ISO in the country, and Botho University has been one of the first educational institutions to go through what we call an ISO 2008 standard. What does it do? It makes sure that all the processes of Botho Universities, which we do across every gamut of our offering, let it be admissions, let it be delivery of our programs by our faculties, or even out of classroom activities which are being conducted by staff. Everything is subjected down
Hey, Master KG.
Waya waya, what's it about the fagaman? What's it about Pilo Bio? Ogari Keberi Sawe, Repila Waya Waya, what's it about the fagaman? What's it about Pilo Bio? Ogari Keberi Sawe.
and the top table with Super Ululation. Let us go for it. Great stuff. And I see the DJ is on fire. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we're gonna take the Botswana National Anthem that will be led for us by the Botswana University Choir. So let us rise up as we sing the National Anthem.
Panele, Rudira, La,
Ladies and gentlemen, let us take our seats. This is a beautiful morning indeed. For today, we celebrate the hard work of those people over there on my far left. Our former students, our graduates, who have toiled for 4 years, some for 2 years, but toiling and wanting to achieve something that was meaningful, something that was going to help move this machinery that we call Botswana and the world forward. When we sing the national anthem, I'm usually very emotional. It's one of the most emotional songs in the world. Because we are all called to mean something. And when we celebrate in an event of this manner, I feel it. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021. And with those remarks, I would like to invite one of my favorite people at Botho University, because she's the person who makes sure that I continue to function. I would like to invite our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sheila Rajaram, to come and give and welcome all of us to this beautiful occasion. VC.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Assistant Minister of Education, Honorable Wilhelmina Makwinja. Ma'am, thank you for being here. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Diplomatic Corps here present. Thank you for being here. Senior government officials, heads of parastatals, parents, family members. Most importantly, our chief guest for today, Mr. Aubakwe Aupa Moniatsi, the Group CEO of Lecheo. Thank you for being here, Mr. Moniatsi. My colleagues and co-workers at Botho University, and today's special VIPs, our graduates. Dear graduates, Kia lo kola lot le la katleho, ya lona modutudong. Kileboha le batsari, hobo ba lo emenokeng, dingwaha tse tsotle. Congratulations. Yeah, it's very special. You know, I get goosebumps every time I come up for a graduation. I haven't done this for so many years. This is Botho University's Botswana campus and the distance learning campus, the blended and distance learning campus class of 2021, graduating today. Congratulations on reaching this very important milestone in your life and career. And on your behalf, I join you in thanking your family members, friends, your sponsor, the government of Botswana and other funding organizations, and most importantly, your teachers, your faculty, for supporting you in this journey. Dear guests, it's my absolute delight to welcome you all. Thank you for being here for our graduates. I thank our industry partners for supporting the Graduate Awards today, because that makes this event so much more special. I'm sure all my co-workers at Botho share my feelings when we see our graduates here. A great sense of pride, joy, also a sense of sadness as we say goodbye. Every one of us who works at Botho, academic, non-academic, regardless of the kind of work we do, we really put all our energy for this day to happen. And because our singular focus is on you, our students, now our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like all of you to stand up and give a big round of applause to the class of 2021. Yes, thank you. And please be seated. While we are here, there's also someone else very special. She's not here today, but still, I ask all of you to join me in wishing Botswana's beloved educator and leader, Dr. Hawasiphe Chiepe, a happy birthday as she turned 100 years of age yesterday. Truly, truly inspirational. Her blessings are always with all of us. And that lovely smile. Oh, I really love the lady. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's graduation is very special because it is also our 25th anniversary celebration as a higher education provider in Botswana. Thank you. I know many of you here will be also about 25 years of age, definitely the undergrad graduates. So you may feel how that feels for us too. 25 years, a sign of maturity, a sign that we are ready for the bigger world. Our story, from very humble beginnings, as a computer training institution, one classroom, one tutor, 12 students in the main mall in that old red brick building. We have grown from there to become a multidisciplinary provider in 4 countries, a growing blended and distance learning campus, and a proposed 2023 opening in Ghana, West Africa. Next year will also mark 10 years as a university. We have come a long way. And if anyone asks me one single reason for our success as Botho University, I would say that this is because of our laser-like focus on providing a good quality experience. It begins with relevant curriculum in disciplines that are in demand, with inputs from the industry. Student-centric pedagogies, challenge-driven education where our students go into communities and are finding solutions to community-related problems, work-integrated or dual learning. We have focused on staff development and have grown our people. And we use exceptional, world's best quality educational technology. We have focused on research and our dedication to our graduate employability initiatives. This is the result you see. The International Finance Corporation, which is part of the World Bank, did an assessment of our employability initiatives across Botswana, Lesotho, and the distance learning campuses, and gave us a 77% high score on par with the best in Africa. Our teams work very hard to make sure that the graduate who comes out is work ready, is industry ready. We have an overall 60% employment rate for Botho graduate. This, of course, differs across disciplines and countries, but considering the countries we work in with high unemployment rate, we believe that this is a good statistic. A Deloitte and IFC assessment of our digital maturity done recently shows that we are on par with some of the best in the world. Universities that have digitally transformed themselves, our ratings, the marking on the assessment, which was a very complex and long process, including surveys, gave us a digital maturity on par with the best in the world. We are leveraging on world's best technology and exceptionally well-trained staff to produce employable, tech-savvy, smart graduates. Yes, dear employers and industry partners, if you're here and you're looking, including our chief guest, if you're here and you're looking for that special employee with great potential, you will find her or him amongst this group of graduates. Yes, definitely. Many of them are not just job seekers. They have been trained to be job creators. I urge you to support them as they move into the real world of work. Today, we are graduating almost 500 Botho University graduates from 20 academic programs in accounting, business management, computing, education, hospitality, engineering, and health information management system. Of these, 118 graduates are from our blended and distance learning campus. What I love most is that we have more women graduates than men. 277 female graduates and 216 male graduates. Girl power, well done, girls. And for me personally, I have a dear friend and colleague also who's graduating today. Of the 500, we have around 113 graduates with postgraduate qualifications as we grow our postgraduate offering. And this is an important shift in the development of Botho University. Over the past 25 years, we have developed the capability to deliver many high-quality postgraduate programs, and soon you will see doctoral programs as soon as the regulatory processes are over. Thank you. Our flagship MEd in higher education is a popular program along with the MBA. The newly launched postgraduate programs include an MEd in curriculum design and instruction and MCOM in human resource management. Our new programs across also include degrees in cybersecurity and risk management, investment and banking, data science, digital marketing, to name a few. This is what the industry is telling that they need these programs. Ladies and gentlemen, and dear graduates, our chief guest today, Mr. Aupao Monyetsi. Mr. Monyetsi, I can't thank you enough for accepting our invitation to officiate today as the Group CEO of Letshego, which is a Botswana-listed financing company that is now a massive Pan-African operation. Mr. Monyetsi has almost 20 years of banking experience. And I must say that you are the perfect role model our graduates can look up to. He is definitely youthful, and his strength has been an understanding of technology in this changing world of business. And he has a passion for developing people. So dear graduates, look up to someone who has achieved all this at a young age and make a person like Aupamanyadzi your role model. There's a lot to learn there. Dear graduates, this pandemic that we have, I won't say gone through, we're still going through it. It's not just another health crisis. It has totally disrupted the way we work and the way we learn. Going forward, your generation will shape their careers so differently from your predecessors. Gone are the days we went into a job and stayed there until we retired with a pension. Everything is changing around us. And let us not for a moment believe that we are too far away from that change, because it's happening here right now. Hybrid and remote working has come to stay. E-commerce is growing in Africa. And automation, artificial intelligence, these are going to dictate consumer behavior and how we work with our consumers. We are standing at a very exciting time in the history of mankind. Technology is becoming more integrated, more available, cheaper. And it's not just about the robots or the drones, it's also about the advances that are happening in genetics, in nanotechnology, in renewable energy. And the fact that all of this, the different technologies and knowledge bases that were sitting in silos, are now coming together. Yes, sometimes sitting here, some of these words may feel very far away, but let us not forget where we are. We are in Africa, demographically the youngest continent. While there are developed countries struggling to find manpower to do the work, we have the manpower, and they're smart and talented, like yourselves, our graduates. We still have billions of people in Africa with no access to internet. I mean, why forget internet? They have no access to electricity, no access to clean water and healthcare. This is our reality. Millions of children can't access education. I'm not talking Botswana, I'm talking Africa. There is really so much to be done. And who is going to do this? And how are we going to do this? Of course, you are, our graduates. That's the challenge I'm throwing to you, to your generation, because I believe you can make the difference. With the right attitude and a belief that serving mankind is more important, a hunger for more knowledge, a strong belief in yourself, I sincerely believe you can help our economies leapfrog to the next level. So which is why I always say this to all our students and our alumni, is don't fancy the black car and the black suit and that high-rise building. Look into the communities, roll your sleeves up, get your hands dirtied, and you will find work. Which is why I am throwing this challenge to you, because the paradox, it's really paradoxical and so ironical that while there is so much to be done in our continent, we keep saying we just can't find work and that I am unemployed. So I ask you to bring that mindset shift. Technically, you are graduating in fields of study, and you're on par with anyone else in the world. You can go anywhere in the world and seek work and learn. You just need to believe in yourself. So, dear graduates, I urge you to keep growing what I call your skill stack. Keep learning. The more you know, the more you can do, the closer you can get to success because you can prove your talent. The future is uncertain. I mean, there's no other way about it. But also remember that success is always built upon some form of failure. So don't be afraid to fail. Take that step forward to see what's behind that closed door. Don't be nervous. The risk you take in stepping into the unknown is worth it because behind that closed door are more options for you to choose from. And honestly, I believe you're special because your success during this long-drawn COVID pandemic, with all the ups and downs, though the fact that you were at Botho and moved to online studies seamlessly, but still you had to do the work. You had to find ways and means of learning online. This demonstrates your tenacity and resilience as you overcame multiple challenges posed by the pandemic. So, which is why I always say you're special, dear graduates. At Botho, we all know when you become graduates and you become alumni, we really never say goodbye to you. Because from a student, you now become an alumni. We remain connected in so many ways. We continue to find you jobs. We continue to find you scholarships in different countries for your masters and other further qualifications. I invite you to stay connected with the BU Alumni Association and benefit from that growing network as you journey towards success. And on behalf of myself, everyone here on the top table, all of us at Botho University, and our guests present today, dear graduates, I wish you the best for your future endeavors. Congratulations and welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, VC, for the encouraging words to the graduating class of 2021. Just highlighting to them how important it is for them to keep walking, because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, and today is your first step. If you thought you began 4 years ago, no, this is just the beginning. I'm glad, I'm glad VC just got to give you that send-off message to encourage you going forward. The next item that we're gonna get is the Botho University Choir. They're gonna beautifully sing a song titled Lean on Me When You're Not Strong, because I will be your friend in time of need. And of course, that will be followed by another beautiful African tune, Salibonani. BU.
Innovation, BU. Sasa
Varialo bare ntate ntekela sana marela. I believe you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but they're basically saying, Dad, buy me some type of blanket, that I can go off and show off to the public, that I'm somebody. I think really it can be likened even to your graduation regalia there, that you are saying, Dad, please buy me that graduation robe so that I can walk by in the streets and have people ululate for me because they see just the great work that I have achieved for myself. I think give yourselves a round of applause there once again. That was the Boto University Choir. I want to tell you something. I have learned in the course of teaching entrepreneurship that it's all experimenting. You keep learning as you go. Even when you think you know, things all of a sudden change. So today, as far as we're in the middle of the program, but because I realized that, you know what, something that I haven't done for a while, I haven't done correctly and therefore I need to fix it. I'm gonna call Professor Chikuta to come continue for us with a word of prayer so that our program can become even more stronger as we move forward. Prof. Chikuta.
You know what clever people always do? Shall we bow our heads in prayer? Our Father in heaven, we want to thank you for yet another opportunity to celebrate life. We want to thank you, Lord, for gathering us this morning to celebrate the achievements that you have caused us to do. We want to thank you, Lord, for the students who worked hard to get to this point. We want to thank you for the parents who had to make lots of sacrifices to make sure that their children are comfortable at school. We thank you, Lord, for the government of Botswana, for their support to these students. Thank you, Lord, for Boto University staff and management for the hard work that they have put until we get to this point. Lord, as we continue with this program, we invite your presence that as we celebrate, we may glorify your name. May your presence be amongst us, and may your spirit lead all the proceedings. For we pray all this in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Prof. Chikuta, for getting on board with the experiment. There's a proverb that says, see a man skilled in his work, and he will serve before kings. See a man that has great skill. This person will serve before great people. They will sit at high tables. They will engage in conversations with people of high stature, with leadership of the world. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the group CEO of Letshego Botswana, whom I realize, as young as we are, that he's younger than me. And he inspired me enough for me to say this, that see a man skilled in his work, and he will serve before kings. He's coming forward to speak to all of us this morning, to speak to you. Still, this same message should resonate. You should hear it over and over, that see a man skilled in their work. For even it's you. I used to think I am very young. Of course, by Botswana standard, we tend to be very young by Botswana standards. But then when I got to learn that I think the president of France is my age, I was like, no way. And then a number of European countries, some people who are even younger than me, and the outgoing prime minister of Britain, who served for 45 days. It's kind of like same WhatsApp group, probably even a little younger. So I look at it, I'm like, wow. When Sir Seretse Khama and his team started this country, Sir Seretse Khama was 44 years old. He was a year, I'm not gonna tell you younger than who, but he was 44 years old. Guess the youngest minister at the time, Red Daniel Kwelahobi, who entered as a member of parliament back in the day, he was only 23. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. So you see, guys, this is your time. See a man skilled in his work. If you don't get it, here is the witness. I'm basically even borrowing from the words of VC, because he introduced him to be a man who goes after great things. And I encourage you, as we invite Re Oupa Monyadzi to the podium, that please listen up and be encouraged. For see a man skilled in their work, and they will serve before kings. Re Oupa Monyadzi.
Director of Ceremonies. Just before I start, perhaps let me say there is gray beard here. Maybe the guys from the office didn't give you my correct age, but I'll take the compliment. Director of Ceremonies, Assistant Minister of Education, Nema Kwinja, Deputy PS in the Ministry of Education, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chairperson and members of the Board of Directors of Botu University, Chairperson and members of the Advisory Council of Botu University, Vice Chancellor Dr. Sheila Rajaram, Pro-Chancellors, Chief Executives, and I see some of them here, my colleagues and dear friends, and other representatives of the public, private, and parastatal organizations. In that category, I also want to recognize, a passionate academic and my former board member, Dr. Sumologai, Botu University staff, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the media here present, the VIP guests this morning, the graduating students, Lebatzadi, Botzadi, Bobohano, your parents, friends, siblings, I greet you. There is a speech that with a few very important points that I wanted to engage with you this morning. But Dr. Sheila spoke to most of the points. And now I'm left in the lurch. But anyway, I will motor on. As you can imagine, in my kind of role, you end up speaking at a lot of public events, conferences, debates, you do presentations. But this is my first time to speak at a graduation ceremony. And I am nervous because looking at all the brain trust of Botswana in one room, looking at the future of our country in this room, it just gives me that nervousness. But it is the beautiful butterfly effect, the butterfly feeling in my tummy, that I think will take me through this speech. So I also want to start by acknowledging and thanking Botu University. I'm told that the past 2 years, you leveraged technology to have virtual graduation events that were very successful. I think testimony to the very foundation of Botu University, which is founded on the basis of technology. and building education into the new era. That said, nothing beats the in-person physical graduation that we're experiencing today. And I'm delighted that we have an opportunity to interact physically and network. Before I go any further, let me be agile, because at Letshego we believe in agile and agility. Let me be agile like the Director of Ceremonies and introduce myself. My name is Aubakwe Aupa Monyati. I'm the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Letshego Holdings, which is a homegrown retail financial services organization that is now in 12 markets across Africa, just like Boto University. Let me also start by congratulating those that will be receiving awards today, and also in the same vein, thank those that supported them, the faculty staff, the management, your parents, your roommates, classmates, those that tolerated the long nights of you not switching off the lights when they wanted to sleep because you were studying. But also the sacrifices that I know parents have gone through. If I think of my own personal journey, I grew up in a very small little rural village in central Botswana. It's a little dusty homestead called Matsitama, which I'm sure a lot of you will not know. But nothing really happens there, other than cattle, a few donkeys here and there, and a small little health post. But the sacrifices that my parents made, selling cattle, enterprising when it was pani season to go and catch the mopani worm, and I'll get bags of that mopani worm and go to Francistown, this, I don't know what they call it, we used to call it BGI, for those that know Francistown, where we used to sell the mopani worms there. When the seasons change, it's time to actually harvest the African berry, muhwana, le moretologa. They also do that, and they sell. But it is those sacrifices that I reflect on and see that that's actually what powered me personally. Because as I speak to you today, especially the graduates, I want you to understand that merely getting a certification is not enough. It is just the ticket to the game. Your sense of purpose and attitude is what will make you win the game. But so through my formative years, I remember the first time coming to Gaborone on a bus was when I actually came to submit my application for tertiary, for university. It was my first time. So the queues were long at the ministry. So I had to be innovative to make sure that I make my submission that day because I didn't have accommodation in Gaborone. So I had to catch the last bus out back to Francistown. So when I was admitted, it was quite an event. An event because I understood the sacrifices that I personally have put through and those of my parents, my friends, and the extended family. Because it wasn't just my parents. It was my aunties, my uncles, and everyone around me. I was being given these ties and shirts by some of my cousins who had started working because I was going to Gaborone University. I say this because sometimes you can bask in the celebration of your graduation, and you should. But you should never forget the purpose that you actually embarked on the journey for. So it's very, very important. You are also graduating this year in a very special year when Boto University is celebrating, as Dr. Sheila said, 25 years of excellence. Starting with as a single subject. As she said, 12 students in a red brick building at the main mall, to what it is now, a very proud export of Botswana in the education system. When His Excellency, the President of Botswana, Ramasisi, says we want to be a knowledge-based economy, this is an artifact of what that looks like. So a huge applause to Butu University. The story of Butu University can somehow be likened to the story of Letshego. And this is not a marketing gimmick, you'll forgive me, but it's truly, they can be likened. Just as Butu University started as a single discipline, very few students, Letshego started as a single product business at the main mall. Not far from where Butu University started. It had 5 employees, and all they were doing is they were doing government employer deduction at source loans. Now, it boasts of a presence in 12 markets with a plethora of solutions ranging from lending, savings, investments, insurance, and some beyond even financial products. And that is the true strength of resilience and the platform that Botswana is. Another proud export of Botswana. Now, dear graduates, despite the social economic challenges out there, and we are seeing it with inflation running away with us, high interest rates, unemployment, and all these external factors that we have to contend with every day. But I think as a graduate, you are fortunate to be part of the Butu University family, because as a university, they put extra effort through initiatives such as the Butu graduate profile, which Dr. Sheila was telling me about. And that's very powerful because it is important that you are well-rounded, that there is a bridge between the academic and the work environment. So the Butu graduate profile creates almost like an aide-memoire of what a graduate needs to have, both academically and from a proficiency point of view. And that is a very powerful, unique differentiator into the education program. It is also quite comforting to learn, as Dr. Sheila was saying earlier, that the disciplines that are now being offered at Butu University, moving on from technology to accounting and business, to hospitality, engineering, and some of the future-proof skills that are needed as the world is evolving. That is so, so important because there is a strong data point that previously we would have people graduating with very good certifications, but when they start working, they are like fish out of water. Now, I am very delighted that Butu University is proactively bridging this gap, especially with the internship program that is mandatory across all these disciplines. In actual fact, because Butu University has technology as a foundation, during COVID, their virtual internship programs saw a lot of their students doing their internships internationally, albeit virtually. This is so, so important because we need graduates who understand that Botswana is a fantastic springboard, but the world is much bigger than Botswana. We cannot be beholden to the concept of our limited population. And we can also not be beholden to the mindset that you only graduate to work. you graduate to create employment. And that is a passion and commitment that a lot of people, especially in the private sector, I know at Letshego we are passionate about supporting SMEs, and we fund them, we mentor them. I also know that one of your sponsors in FNB CEO Stephen Bohatsu, who's here present, is also passionate and committed to supporting the SMEs. Leverage that. Dr. Sheila said something that was very powerful and it resonates. It's about trying. Try. Whatever you're passionate about, try. If you try, you learn something from it. If you don't, you will live to regret not having tried. The essence of success is trying. What I can guarantee you with taking the route of trying is you will fail. If there is someone who knows the color and the smell of failure, because I've tried so many things and I've failed at so many things. But you know what? People only remember the great things that I've done. But they never know that actually for that one thing that I've done, I've failed so many times, 10 times the number of that. But when you fail, learn from that. But if there's something you will do is try. Come on, so when you leave here and you walk around with a brown envelope, these days it's email and stuff. It's not the brown envelope that we used to do. But when you start emailing and Dropboxing your CVs and your resume, when they don't respond, don't go into depression. Let it be an opportunity for you to either come back and use that time to learn some more, learn a new skill, or try something, try your passion. But don't stop. So it's important. I will skip a few paragraphs so that I make up for the stuff that's not in the speech that I've been saying. One other key element that I want to acknowledge and really bring to the surface is the university's efforts of setting up industry forums, which affords the lecturers of Buthu University to interact with the private sector. In business speak, it is basically a platform to get the voice of the customer. They interact with their potential consumers of the wonderful products so that they are aligned in whatever they are producing. So that for me is an important forum that should be supported and continued. I thank you for that. And it is something that we pledge to also participate in and continue to support Buthu University in. I'm also happy that Buthu University management recognizes the importance of working with other institutions regionally and globally. It is against this background that Buthu University has partnered with the University of Venda in the Republic of South Africa, KTH Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden, and the Baden-Württemberg Cooperative State University in Germany. All these partnerships bringing in unique skill sets, global benchmarks that add to the existing education arsenal that Buthu University has. That is powerful because all these culminate in the beautiful product that we are celebrating today. These partnerships offer and cover collaboration on curriculum design and development, research and development, which is so important if we are to become a knowledge-based economy. Research, I cannot overemphasize the importance of research and development. Beyond just the boundaries of the university, they play a pivotal role in creating data sets that can be consumed by the private sector to then act on. And it also, these partnerships and collaborations offer an opportunity for exchange programs for students. I am very passionate about cultural diversity. I actually put a premium on cultural diversity. So these universities ensure that by the time the graduates leave, they not only understand the culture ya Botswana, but they are able to contend and assimilate in the global world because of these exchange programs. Now, I was chatting with the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sheila Rajaram, earlier, and delighted to learn that she presented the first Botho University Sustainable and Social Report 2022, which really summarizes the Botho University's contribution to national human resource development agendas, and also highlights the university's commitment not only to teaching and learning, but also to contribute to meaningful environmental sustainability and mitigating the effects of climate change. So it is important. You see, climate change is not stuff that you just listen to more CNN and BBC. Because typically we just dismiss it as something that we look at more TV, where climate change is for the Europeans or the Americans. You know, they have enough money and time to talk about these things. It is true. In actual fact, research and data is showing that even where we are actually not as industrialized as those continents, the second order effects of industrialization in those continents is actually reflecting here in Africa. We are seeing a change in the rain pattern. For those farmers like us who study the weather, we know it has changed. But we have an opportunity to change that and chart a new future. As part of the 25th anniversary activities, the Vice Chancellor launched the Botho University Community Initiative, which will serve local communities, students, and alumni. And proceeds of this initiative, and one of them being the Botho University Golf Day, were given to two communities in Botswana, being Kubum Primary School and Hakatla Community. And this is a very important part because we believe that as much as an institution or a corporate citizen is adding value in its trade, they have to also be a very cautious and responsible corporate citizen. So I really applaud the efforts of Botho University in that regard. This year, as we've said, Botho University is ushering 481 graduates to the global community who studied through classroom, physical, and what they call their BDL campus, which is the blended and distance learning campus. It's important to distinguish these two because although face-to-face is important and it's critical, the BDL campus gives them an outreach and takes away some of the barriers for students to go to university. It is powerful. So I just wanted to commend this approach of both physical and virtual approach. And looking at the output of that, we are celebrating both physical and blended today as we celebrate the graduation. So, as I said, we are not here to celebrate that you're going to be employees at Letshego or other institutions. We are here to celebrate that you will be the torchbearers of our economy going forward, either as employees or as employers. You are never too young, as the director of ceremony has said, to be an employer and to be a game changer. Please understand that. In actual fact, you have actually the appetite to take risk at this point. Take risk now and follow your passion before you are laden with other things that will start to reduce your ability to take a risk. I see the elderly are smiling at that because they can relate. I sometimes look at some of the things that I want to do. Then I look around me and I see a string of children, kids. I've got a lot of kids. I've got 3 kids. So I look at them and I think, Aish, this is what I would do tomorrow. So the time is now for you to try and take a risk. So please take that. But if you want to be employed, you'll be delighted to know, as Dr. Sheila said, that the IFSC conducted a study and pegged Botho University at 77% institutional employability score. This is an independent survey being done by the International Finance Corporation, a wing of the World Bank, that looks at the readiness and your ability to be, to be employed based on the education and the backgrounding that has been done to you. So 77% is at par with some of African institutions that have been in existence for more than 100 years. That is an achievement. But the world is changing, and I like the fact that the curriculum at Botho University is evolving with the world. According to the World Economic Forum 2020 report, 85 million jobs globally will be displaced. And 84% of businesses are already accelerating their digitalization. 97% new roles will emerge with a focus on digitalization. So as the legacy roles are displaced, new ones are emerging. So you have to constantly reinvent yourself to be relevant and employable or tradable if you want to employ your own trade. So I want to congratulate you for your achievement once more, but I'll leave you with something that I personally believe in. I believe that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. At the back. Nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. That's important. Are you going to be that graduate who's holding on to that degree and saying, nothing is happening? And once you get a job, are you just going to be comfortable and safe and buy your car, pay your DSTV, pay your mortgage, and allow life to happen to you? Or are you going to be that graduate that is driven by a sense of purpose and direction and take risks? Understanding that, as His Excellency the President has said, there is a sovereign goal or a national target of being a high income, of attaining a high income status. You are the ones who will lead that charge into that status. But we cannot attain it if you are in the comfort zone. Push yourselves, push your limit. The great Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that's less than what you are capable of living. And it's all about passion. So, Baretu, I now want to turn to your parents and really thank and acknowledge the contribution of the parents, the friends, the relatives. We know a lot of you are under distress, both from a time, financial resources, banaba banzi, but you found it fit to support and invest your children, so that they are able to graduate today. That is just beyond a personal family responsibility. It is a noble and national duty that you've done. So for that, we say thank you. So, finally, I want to say we all have a duty to pay it forward. If you have graduated and you've had an opportunity, pay it forward. Create a conducive environment for those that are coming behind you so that you can bring up a lot more people. That's how we'll bring up and build this country. Pay it forward. You know, I say to my children, there are two things or two options in the mindset button that I say to them. It's either you play now and pay later, or pay now and play later. But I can tell you, if you decide to play now, the price, the inflation, you've seen the inflation numbers, the price you will pay, is very, very high. So my recommendation is, as you graduate in your first job, don't play now. Pay now and play later. Ke a leboga bagaetsho. Pula.
Thank you very much, Remonyati. Simply using the words of my favorite author, Robin Sharma, Remonyati is saying, be the best in the world. Simply that. And with that, I would like to invite Dr. Priya Iyer, the Pro-Vice Chancellor Employability and Finance, to do the Best Student Awards. So being best in the world begins now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think all protocol observed. At the request of the chief guest, I'm going to tell you a story that should really motivate you. In early 90s, I was working in an audit firm, and I had the pleasure of recruiting Aupa Munyatse as my intern. And he was very hardworking, though he did give us little headaches. But that's where he is, so please aspire, as the VC has told you. It gives me great pleasure to announce the names of the best student in each of the campuses, in each of the programs, and each of the faculties that they study under. For the first time as a measure, we have actually gotten industry partners to come in and provide sponsor the prizes for the best students per program. And I think for this, I should start off by thanking the industry partners who have made this possible. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure your support is giving a lot of encouragement to these graduates that there is industry that they can look forward to. So I think for this, I would announce the sponsor, and if the sponsor is here and the representative can come on stage to award the best prize, that will be really appreciated. So let me start off. Can I have the representative from BICA here? If they are here. BICA has sponsored the best student for, no guesses, Bachelor of Science Honors in Accounting. And the winner is Orabile Mokwati. The winner gets a cash award of 5,000 pula. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I now have the representative of Fairgrounds Holdings? They are sponsoring the award for the best student in Bachelor of Science Honors in Hospitality Management. And it's a cash award of 4,500 pula. And it goes to Merapelo Hosenya Puti. Merapelo, are you here? Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. And now we have, can I have the representative from KGK? KGK Diamonds is going to has sponsored the best student in Bachelor of Science Honors in Jewelry Management and Design. And they are awarding 5,000 pula plus training at BQA accredited KGK School for Diamond Cutting and Polishing. And it's a full-time employment post-training. And the winner is Tlomamo Mohabalane. Of the award is Acumen Property Group. Can I have the representative from Acumen Property Group? And it's a cash award of 2,500 pula. And the winner is, thank you. And the winner is Hobakwe Ramadi. Thank you, Anna. Next, can I have the representative from First National Bank on stage? Mr. Bohatsu. First National Bank has sponsored 2 programs, and the sponsorship is 3 months paid internship plus a trophy. So the first program that they are sponsoring is a Bachelor of Science Honors in Computing, and the prize goes to Kevin Tafa. Kevin? Okay, while we wait for Kevin, and the next prize that's given is in BSc Honors in Finance, and the award goes to Botho David. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Effendi. Thank you. Now, can I get the representative from Grant Thornton? Oh, sorry, a small mess up. Sorry, RSM. RSM have actually sponsored 3 prizes, and it's for 3 programs, and it's a cash award of 3,000 each. The first of their prizes is for the winner from the Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Electrical Engineering, and the winner is Joshua Rabanye. You will have all the things. The next award that RSM is giving is for Bachelor of Science Honors in Mobile Computing. Wait, why the side? And the winner is Oratile Hosalamau. And final award from RSM goes to the best student in the Bachelor of Science Honors in Business Management, Totlauhelo Otukile. Totleho Otukile. Prosper, we would like to have a photo with all the awardees and RSM. Thank you very much, Prosper. Thank you. And at this, I would like to call the representative of Grant Thornton to come on board. Grant Thornton has provided us sponsorship for 2 programs, for which it's cash awards. And this is one of the reasons why I call them last. They've also offered internship for the best student in business management. So, Tlotleho Tikile. The top student, Bachelor of Science in Business Management. You do. Top student in business. She gets to do the internship at at Grant Thornton. Grant Thornton has further provided, as I mentioned, 2 more prizes, and one's a cash award of $2,500 plus internship for the top student of the Bachelor of Science Honors in Network Security and Computer Forensics. And the award goes to Sipo Twala. And the next award from Grant Thornton is a cash award of $2,500, and that goes to the best student in the Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Computer Engineering, and the winner is Tokelo Mokute. Thank you. Thank you once again to the industry sponsors who've made this possible, and the internship opportunities and the employment opportunities that you've offered is really going to make that life-changing journey for our graduates. Thanks a lot, and big applause to all of you. Now we go on to recognize our best student per program from the BDL campus, which is our distance learning campus. So, you've got them. For MSc in Computer Systems Management, Oetse Haonewe. If you're here. I would like to call on the chair of the Advisory Council, Masaboni, to come and to give the certificates. The best student from, you get a prize as well from the BDL campus. the best student in Bachelor of Education Honors in Primary Education, Onkamete Stridom. When it is blended and distance learning, we are never sure whether they are going to be physically present. Bachelor of Science Honors in Computing, Leseho Mafala.
I'm going to carry on.
Bachelor of Science Honors in Computing, top-up year SOE, Faith Bahwasi. Bachelor of Science Honors in Network Security and Computer Forensics, Koziba Selabe. Master of Business Administration. Oh, are you here? Oh, sorry. That's Koziba. That's Koziba Selabe. Koziba. Well done. So, in Master of Business Administration, the award, the best student goes to Taboka Mwako. Wow. And the best student in postgraduate diploma in higher education goes to Shanti Alex. And the final award for the best student in the program in the BDL campus is for the Master of Education in Higher Education, and the award goes to Tyrone Ford. Thank you, Maseboni and Shiva. Thank you. I don't think, is the person here? No. Thank you very much. Thank you. In absentia. Can I now call on Dr. Ivy Anish the Pro Vice Chancellor of Academics, to come and hand over the Best Student Awards per faculty. This is in it's the best student per faculty, and which can be of multitude of programs. So from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, the best student, Sipo Twala. For the program Bachelor of Science Honors in Network Security and Computer Forensics. Next, we have from the Faculty of Health and Education, Hobakwe Ramadi for Bachelor of Science Honors in Health Information Management. Next, from the Faculty of Business and Accounting, we have Botho David, BSc Honors in Finance. Finally, from the Faculty of Hospitality and Sustainable Tourism, we have Marapello Hosenia Puti. Thank you, Dr. Ivy. Now we come to the award which everybody has been waiting for, and I would like to call on the Vice Chancellor and Mr. Monyatsi to come forward to award the Festus Mohai Award of Academic Excellence. This is given to the student who has received the highest GPA across all the programs, across all the faculties. And this year, the award winner of the Festus Mohai Academic Excellence is Sipo Twala. I would like to call on the VC and chief guest again to present the Spirit of Botho Award. This is decided by the academic board members, and it's an award given to the graduate who embodies the qualities of the Botho graduate profile. And this year, the award goes to Hobakwe Ramadi. Along with the trophy, she gets a cash award of 10,000 pula. The final award, of course, is the Valedictorian Award. And this year, we have got debuts who have agreed to sponsor the Valedictorian Award. And I would like to call a representative from debuts, if they are here. And the award is a cash prize of 5,000 pula, internship with debuts for 1 year, short-term experiential learning at some of their Namibian or South African operations, and an automatic enrollment to debuts learnership program with certificate of competency at the end. Thank you very much, debuts. And the award winner this year with the maximum GPA. And the award goes to Sipho Twala. At this point, I think we need to hear what Sipho feels, right? Can you tell us what you feel?
I had prepared a speech.
You prepared a speech?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do it now or later?
Later.
Okay, so you can just say thank you.
Yeah. Reality, ladies and gentlemen, has to sink at some point. It's starting to sink that I was here for 3 years. These are the fruits of the hard labor that I went through when I was here. And thank you very much for the people of Botswana, for the hospitality that they handed out to me while I was here. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Sipho. Thank you once again to all the sponsors who've made their dreams come true. Thank you. Over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Wow. Today, I think Ntate Sipho turned me into a crying MC. So I had to keep on wiping my tears behind the stage there. This is just beautiful. Congratulations, Ntate Sipho Twala. This is, and all of you who have received awards today. We're gonna step it forward. We're going to what you've been waiting for, the awarding of certificates for the hard work, man, that you have done this past few years. And for that, we're gonna begin with the Faculty of Hospitality and Ecotourism and Sustainable Tourism. And for that, I'm going to invite Prof. Dr. Chikuta, the Dean of the Faculty, to announce. They are graduating with a Bachelor of Science Honors in Hospitality Management. Who?
Kante bale tunapo. Bastana Molobi. Puitsi Modimo Khokhome.
Some change, ever since it was, I'm dreaming it all. Ever since it was, just let's all me know. Now they always say congratulations. Push us off to vacation. They never had that dedication. People paying attention, and we made it. That was friendly. Now I'm jumping out of the bed. And I know it's not something matter, but I know I have it, for the money I'm a savage, I'm pushing like I have it, push around to these bad habits, they didn't give me the message, everyone want me, I got that they don't let me know when I shut my door, everyone counting on me, trying to play ball. sound like I'm at the bar. If you fuck with winning, would you like that shit to the sky? How could it all make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with that bullshit, I just put it to the side. All the sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we're changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young nigga graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old being frank. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game, but instead I'm in a trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, call the hoes, get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle, top huncho and post. Malone, I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we're changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Kgotsego Ndaba. Bontsho Rantsho, Bontle Rantsho. Thobo Gaufise.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we're changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I have it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 babies, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important,
Yeah, Nembali.
I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bar, yeah. If you fuck with winning, would you like to
Well, the next faculty is Faculty of Engineering and Technology graduates that they're gonna be coming up stage. We're gonna start off with the master's degree programs, MSCs. And for that, I'm going to invite Ray James Matwele to come and coordinate the graduates. Dean of the faculty, Dr. Venus Gold, will do the benefit ceremony that he understands.
Congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I have it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 babies, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom, yeah.
These are the graduates for the Master of Science program in Computer Systems Management. Abigail Mkandla. Ivy Dikudu.
Since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations.
Liri Nwaku.
They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we're changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Iris Musipuri.
Now I can scream that we made it.
Taboka Chibuka.
Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young nigga graduation.
Noctula Boy.
I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Franklin. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game, but instead I'm in a trap though. Paso big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, call the hoes. Top flow lifestyle, top Huncho and Post, Malone. I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho in it is gone.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had dedication. People hate and say we're changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made
it. James Rahuma. Waitsi Khaunewe. Tinashe Mutineru.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations.
Shanganani Majwabe.
Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we're changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I have it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 babies, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important.
And now I'll move on to the Bachelor of Science degrees and the Bachelor of Engineering degree. We have a Bachelor of Science honors in network security and computer forensics, a Bachelor of Engineering honors in computer engineering, Bachelor of Science honors in computing, Bachelor of Science honors in mobile computing, Bachelor of Science honors in multimedia systems, and a Bachelor of Engineering honors in electrical engineering. In no particular order, these are our graduates. Tsirofatso Masalila.
Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
Mpho Tluwe. Abed Nico Tlalesi. Emmanuel Khaonyadi.
Now I can scream that we made it.
Udile Bakwai.
I go, they say congratulations. Young nigga, graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old been big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game, but instead I'm in a trap though. Paso big Super Bowl. Super Bowl, call the hoes, get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle, top huncho and post, yeah.
Balisen Tlankani.
I gotta play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone.
Tabiso Pilai.
I'm on my car, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was
Bahulu
on, I dreamed it
Rathari.
all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they
Roland
always say
Rantona.
congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
Brian Molateli.
People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Katlego Lesokola. Ofense Tsidiso. Ke lemogile Mokgosi. Kaone Usupile.
On TV, sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all.
Go itse one
Ever
Babitse.
since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations.
Mekwe Regan.
To vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it.
Kelvin Mutwi.
They was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know how to
Superstar
have it,
Sipho
yeah.
Thwala.
For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I have it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bad bitches, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important.
Bonang
Let me
Usni.
know that when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah.
Wa Buluka
Everything
Ndlovu.
custom like I'm at the bottom. Yeah, yeah. If you fuck with winning, put your lighters to the sky.
Moageledi Bolore.
Coming with that bullshit, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby.
Thata ya one Tumelo.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we
Tukelo
was on, I
Mufute.
dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations.
Khaonyadi Email.
To vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it.
Tumediso Matou.
Patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere, I go, they say
Makgoloke.
congratulations. Young nigga graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Frank. Champagne. My life is like a ball game. But instead I'm in a trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Filipina Sifu.
Get in the road. Top flow lifestyle. Huncho and Post. Malone. I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit
Lula
done
Mani,
changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was.
Tebogo Ntokwa. Dimpo Makeng. Babuluki Masalela. Untumeti. Anthony Radibe. Karabo Muzumbi. Tabang Okhabili. Lesedi Bebani. Alpha Takawira. Kamogelo Kau. Thelma Tibaneilwe. Kaho Mukoni.
Faculty of Business and Accounting. And for that, I am going to invite Mayor. Oh, okay. Great. Mayor Sametiri Supo is already here. Great stuff. And for the end, Dr. Robert Machera, the Dean of the Faculty, will do his ceremonial duty. Faculty, all the best to you. Let's get it rolling.
Thank you. I have here, I'm announcing graduates for Masters of Business Management. Re Kholekanye Situme. Wikanyo Modongo. Matthews Richard. Mwaku Taboka. Malebogo Hasinna. Ikane Moloi. Gaone Tabela. This one is a graduate for SEMA, Khorata Monghae. and these are for business management. Lesego Pampiri. Mpobaka. Tsepang Mokoni. Sutumiso Mutukwa. Gaone Musime. Gorata Mongae. Lorato Bakwena. Wa itse ko reke. Why it's Why itse le karape. Pride Jimmy. Tsepang Ngakane. Gaone Motshwana esi. Patricia Sekwankwane. Selina Pumetsi. Naledi Kibelaetse. Wow. Olorato Khosidile. Ikane Moloi. Ikane Moloi. There. Malebogo ga se nna. Okay. Katlego Maruping. Veronica Simumu. Tibo Mitsiabeng. Maipilo Rasekopo. Muitsepi Seloka. Tlotlego Utukile. Jubilant Simon. Boiki Musinki. Monica Kadi. Lisa Kohotite. Atang Lukoko. Bosa Lukoko. Malefa Motshabi, Moabi o thapile, Ditiro Modise, Lorato Litshiti, Boitshoko Ramphapana, Gaddafi ke fentse, Gift Ramalepa, ke tsapa one mosimane wa kgang, Sokhaleng Solombo, Lillian Ezekiel, Dimakatso Babolai, Moemedi Muhiti, Ishmael Matlaka, Naledi Jonas, Gaone Modise, ke tlaetse Mosipidi, Bakang Dihale, Boikhutso ke Thaba, Tibo Marupi, Magdalene Gaosotwe, Dennis Thomas, Khwaba one Motswasele, ke ba abetswe seboko, ke lebeletse Lekgwanyana, wa Arabile Mokgwathi, Lakizani Setlalekgosi, Stella Moetapele, gape Mongalo, la rona Boemo, Benito Bohosi, Boto David, Ofentswe ga o bopiwe, Serolame Ipotseng, la one Kala ya Motho, Barati Morahi ke filwe Hazel Mahuri, Katlego Selepe, Didintle Moses, Rebecca Sekinda, Tato Mafute, Tabang Seletro, Penyu Mutsisi, Wabile Ntatiwa, Tabang Sidireng, Alex Lekoko. Amogelang Leboro, and lastly, Tsogofatso Lesang. Congratulations to the graduates of 2022.
Thank you, Marisupo. Thank you, Dr. Machera. From the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, we had missed, to celebrate with this awesome gentleman, Mr. Boto Batisani. Mr. Boto Batisani. That is MSc Systems Management. We move into the next faculty, which is the Faculty of Health and Education. And for that one, I am going to invite the Dean and one of the HODs there or faculty members to come read the names up here. This is a very special faculty as well, because my little sister is graduating today with her master's in education. So that's a beautiful stuff. All right, so Dean be here and okay, I think when somebody's coming to okay, I guess I can do the honors here since my little sister is in the crew. Lunga Obeng. Lunga Obeng. That is Master of Education in Higher Education. Lebogang Kanego. And Deliwe Kutsi. That is my little sister. Oh, I think Prof is here. She's just waiting for me to call my little sister's name. And then she can continue. Thank you, Prof.
MS Higher Education, Imelda Sabin. Babuluki Lefeseke. Shante Alex. Okay. Itumele Raseswani. Tendani Nkolo. Ntoluki Mosobi. Tumelo Makopola. Woo! I'm so excited. Reba no siamo. Reba one. Judy Letakoni. How Nepaya? You change your name. You're saying. And your husband is in Nigeria. Retabilate law. Bono Magibeli. Son. Bonantema. Bonantema. I'm excited. Bombati Kadi. Peggy Tlahewa. Visione Malashuan. This is Chantal Les. Okay. Visione, come on. Meeting you face to face. Chante Alice. Huh? Oh, Hadi! Oh, come! Hadi! Are we done, Toko? Matebelo Sikele, all the way from Lesotho. Timi Santao. Are we done? Is this Masters or PGDHD? Toko? Masters or PGHD? Okay. Anita Moseki. Inaleme Hasibongo. Sorry, my baby. I'm just excited. Mercy Letwariman. Deborah Siamo. I'm meeting these names. Senat Madon. Congratulations. Mpo Bisoko. Why need the cafe? Togo, can Pierce take over, please? Can Pierce take over, please, Mr. Charles?
Thank you, Prof. Iloanya. I would like to invite Re Pearson Chaurura to take over from Professor Jane Iloanya. Re Pearson Chaurura. Okay, while he's still stepping up here, I guess I'll take up the honors. Anita Museki. This is Bachelor of Science, Honors in Health Information Management. Anita Museki. Bophelo Lekute. Bophelo Lekute. Okay. Kam Bophelo Lekute. Then on Tladitse Modimo wa gae. Followed by Bakang Atsile Ratoteng. Katlego Kebonying. Atlan Lesaga. Mpho Ikeleng. Ago tlhasela gape mme. Mabedi ba botse. Ka one Masie. Kamogelo Chalo. Oratile Tumelo. Kabelo Mbenda. Lorraine Mahumba. Oaren Dirapeng. Oba Kwe Ramadi. Onneile Joseph. Tapelo Joseph. Bokampule. Gift Sue. Raone Molefe. Tankiso Moseki. Nancy Motlhabane. Gale Palelwe Motoisi. Sefelani Rale Relebagantsweng. Sefelani Relebagantsweng. Relebagantswe. Sefelani Relebagantswe. Golo Swan Setshele. Nicole Segokgo.
Marang Setsoma, Botho Mosalagae, Diteko Malesela. Katlego Mabote, Gago Motshidi Maregase, Gago Motshidi Maregase, ke itumetse ke laeng Tshepiso Ngwebula, Magadi Mutlwa, Tuduetso Khomotso, Geli Khobaetso, Geli Khobaetso, Ndinaye Tebelelo, Umphimetse Moshe, ke o lebogile ta khwiri, and that will be $200 for Recha Urura. O ntheditse seboko, o lorato toteng, Lillian Sandasi, Sarafina Willie, Adriana Kometsani, Koziba Zambe, Oreditse Jeremiah, Amogelang Mothei, Ana Khosi Khumo, Kesa Obaka Pelokgale, Lefoko Boba Thebe, Baile Khwadi, Tulani Mogotsi, Kelebe Mang Maweni, Khoma Mogabalani,
Alikolana, Muso wami, Aukolana, Ilondolose, Suhaminami, Yaoyami, Alikolana, Muso wami, Aukolana, Ilondolose. No, no, no.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Congratulations. If we may please go back to our seats so we can finish off with the program. The next, okay, I guess there's the next student. We can always celebrate one more, and that is Elena Liteta. That is a Bachelor of Education in Primary Education. I know, right? So in our program, we're gonna move to the professorial awards. And for the I'm gonna call them in order here. This is for the position of assistant professor. And the person receiving this promotion is Dr. Robert Machera from the Faculty of Business and Accounting in the Gaborone campus. So I can celebrate with my team there. Oh, this is basically in recognition of, remember, it's entrepreneurship. Okay? So this is Assistant Professor Robert Machera. Let us congratulate him. And because I spoke well for him, I guess he's gonna be looking out for me in the faculty. And the next recognition is to Dr. Abhishek Ranjan, who is in the Maseru campus in the, he's actually the dean in the campus there. Prof. Abhishek Ranjan, who is actually becoming professor today. I think he's not present, but I believe he's watching us online in Maseru. So congratulations to Professor Abhishek Ranjan. The next recognition goes to one of the most energetic people I know, Dr. Jane Iloanya, who today is promoted to professor. Dr. Iloanya is in the Faculty of Health and Education in the Gaborone campus, and she also works a lot with the distance learning students. Congratulations, Prof. Congratulations. This one is a promotion of assistant professor. That is Dr. Strike Mbulawa in the Gaborone campus from Faculty of Business and Accounting. That is assistant professor. And the next one of my favorite people in campus, who's been promoted to assistant professor, still from the Gaborone campus in the Faculty of Business and Accounting. That is Ntate Dr. Samuel Chingoiro. Congratulations, Assistant Professor Samuel Chingoiro. And the next one, the last one here, the next recognition, the promotion of professor goes to Dr. Oliver Chikuta from the Faculty of Health and Sustainable Tourism. But I think he, because he's keeping tourism going, he had to go get things going on. So this is the recognition of all people who've been promoted to the position of professor. Thank you very much, DC and PVC.
hiding. Well, it appears, you know, to the tapping of my foot there, that we're getting close to the end of the program. And we're gonna have a vote of thanks. But before I call on the speaker for the vote of thanks, may I ask the graduates to please do take your seats so we can finish off. Graduates, I know you are super excited, but if you could please just take your seats. And DJ, maybe just kill it off for a second because I'm not able to stop myself as well. I know it's a good time today. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the Dean in the Office of Staff, Students and Outreach, Ntate Mosoma Kota, to come give all of us a vote of thanks. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a long day. We have had a long but very pleasant day. Thank you very much. Master of Ceremonies, Director of Ceremonies, let me do the rightful thing to do, say protocol observed. My purpose is to thank everybody here today. And I would like to start with the very people that have brought us here, the graduates. Allow me to start with the class of 2021, and indeed the bright faces that we have seen walk the stage today. To you, I would like to say that this is indeed a special and well-deserved moment, which you have worked so hard over the years to achieve. It is not only your day, but rather a special moment for your parents, lecturers, friends, and those who have been an inspiration throughout your walk of life. I have no doubt that as you close this chapter and start to open a new one, you do so confident that you carry professional skills and soft skills to take the world. This is a moment for you, and please give yourself a round of applause. To our guest of honor and Group Chief Executive Officer Letshego Botswana, Remunyatsi. First, thank you so much for honoring our invitation and spending so much of your valuable time with us at this special occasion. Thank you again for sharing some useful and powerful insights with these future leaders. If you want to be successful, make sure you take risks. If you want to be successful, make sure you take risks. To Dr. Sheila Ram, our ever so inspirational and visionary Vice Chancellor, thank you so much for starting it all off. You always have your own and special table charge to these sort of events. Thank you so much for taking us the memory lane of this institution. Thank you for sharing with us how we started. One classroom, one lecturer, 12 students, one program, if so to speak. And having said that, we are delighted and we want to share this moment with you, Dr. Sheila, to say that now we are the brand that we are. But thank you so much for sharing that information with the audience. To our special guests and representatives from various organizations and government, days like these are never a full success without your presence. This is the time for you to witness and testify to the success stories and value for money investment by government and private entities in the sponsorship for these youngsters. Your continued support now and in the future is critical to the sustenance and future of higher education, industry growth, and job creation. Thank you for spending this day with us. Special thank you goes to various sponsors that have sponsored individual prizes and awarded students with the well-deserved prizes. Thank you so much for being part of us. To the parents and other community leaders, I happen to have seen one of them is my chief. One of them is my chief, a very energetic young man. First, your presence speaks volumes. Coming here to witness your own product or children walk the stage makes them proud. This moment would leave a picture in their minds, and indeed the real pictures and photos, some of which they will keep in some techno-savvy instruments called cloud, thanks to technology. And they will use these pictures and this memory to think about you someday when you are no longer there to spend the moments with them. To the parents, thank you so much for spending this day with us. To Butu University staff, right from management across offices and faculties, we know these youngsters would not have made it without your support and guidance throughout their studies. Thank you for staying committed and being resilient, particularly during the trying COVID-19 pandemic storm. You deserve a round of applause. To the organizers of this magnificent event, the leadership who guided the plans, let me say to you, your execution has been sublime. Butu University Choir, Bongwanak, I'm lost for words. I've seen you grow and I've seen your performance. You are now ready for the big stage. Keep it up. Director of Ceremony, it would be remiss for me and unforgivable if I fail to appreciate your exceptional show of skill and talent in marshalling an event of this size. You are always ever smiling, creative, and energetic. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, thank you for honoring our invitation to be part of Butu University class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Rev Khotla. It's a day of celebration.
So I guess when you're celebrating, you can always, pull one from the left and then one from the right. So we miss these two lovely people here. Just so we celebrate them, we're gonna call them onto stage. The first one is Seletso Selombo. Seletso Selombo, that is Bachelor of Science Honors in Health Information Management. Bachelor of Science Honors in Health Information Management. And the last one, Koziba Selabe, Bachelor of Science Honors in Network Security and Computer Forensics. And for that, I guess then it makes it appropriate, since the valedictorian was overwhelmed with emotion earlier on, he had the mic, but of course didn't say much of what he wanted to say, so we're gonna give him the opportunity to do that. And then we will imagine that Rekhota is giving his last voice of thanks, and then we can shut off the program. Ntate Sipho, Oka Ntata. And while Ntate Sipho is walking here, we're gonna keep celebrating. This is Bachelor of Science Honors in Computing, Mekena Nao Ketshabile. Congratulations, Mekena Nao, and then you may come forward, Ntate, and give your prepared speech. Thank you.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sheila Raja Ram, Guest of Honor, Mr. Opa Munyati, members of the Botho University Board and Advisory Council, other invited dignitaries from Botswana and abroad, current and prospective employees, members of the media, Botho University staff, the SRC, parents and family members, my fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a day to be thankful and to be inspired. I am alive. I am well. I feel genuinely accomplished. After all, I'm a Botho University graduate today, and nobody can take that away from me or from you. Really, we all have much to be thankful for. Here at Botho University, we have received a great education thanks to our fine administration and lecturers. We are prepared to move on and to take on whatever challenges that comes next in our lives. Fellow graduates, I want you to know what a great gift is to be as prepared as we are. Because not all universities offer such an advantage. Here we have a high degree of academic excellence, and whether you intend to continue education or not, you will benefit from what you have learned here. We can also be thankful for our families. These past 3 years have presented us with a lot of ups and downs. It is good to know that we had our families in our corner, supporting us along the way. They are here to celebrate with us today, and to them, we tip our heads and say, thank you for sticking with us and motivating us to continue when the exams got tough and the clock was ticking away, showing us all these deadlines. We did not just manage, we shattered them, my friends. We made it. Finally, we should be thankful for each other. The friendships that we have made here will last a lifetime. In the same way we have supported each other and helped each other succeed in these years at Boto. I hope we will continue to provide support and encouragement for each other in future endeavors. Let us not become strangers after today, but rather local, regional, and international ambassadors for our university wherever life takes us. Now, what can we be inspired by today? Personally, I'm inspired by my classmates. Pels coach, who has overcome so much adversity to be here graduating today. Tito Nkwe, you have been tenacious and have such a great attitude in the face of so many setbacks. Whenever I got a little down about something that didn't turn out just the way I wanted it, I remember some of the talks we had, and it gives me the perspective I needed. Thank you for that. Congratulations and all the best. Often on graduation day, we look outside for heroes, but I see them right amongst us. I have seen in my years at Butu University that we don't have to look far for inspiration, and that we have each other, we have the potential to make an inspiring contribution to others by being true to our values and committing ourselves to lofty goals. I will quote just one line from a famous speaker that said, "Live to inspire, not to expire." When we live here today, celebrate what we have accomplished, but look forward with an eye towards how you too can be the inspiration for others. Let's not forget the spirit of Butu, which is to earn respect by giving it to others through our thoughts, our words, and actions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a student from the Kingdom of Eswatini who came with big dreams to Botswana, and I can confidently say I am also now going to say I'm a Boto University alumni member for life, wherever I go. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Look at this hall full of important people who are just here to cheer for us. Let's forever be grateful for this opportunity and this moment. Three cheers to us. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the program, and for that I'm going to ask the stage party to exit the hall together, and of course then they will be followed up by our corporate guests.
Time